Hello one and all, I am Pal Games and welcome to another Hearthstone Arena Avenger. I don't know how much Arena Avenger I'll be doing, but I decided I'd do at least one of each class. So today we're doing Warlock, so that should be fun, I hope. So we've got a great starter card of the Legendary. The best one out of these three for this class. It's definitely not Captain Greenskin. I'm stuck between the two. Let's go with Illidan, just because it's a demon and it's somewhat different. I just think it might be a bit of fun. See what synergy we can get going. Out of these three, I'm going to go with the ball for some. Because I just love it as a card, just because it's able to deal with early stuff. It's relatively good. I'm going to pick Dread Infernal there. Void Caller, that's a great choice here. Because that's going to allow us to put a demon in. And in a minute we've got two, so that's going well for us. I'm going to go with... I'm tempted to say Tide Hunter, because I don't know how good Brewmaster's gonna be. But I'll go Brewmaster. Tough choice here. Do you go for the late game charge? It's definitely, I wouldn't say War Golem. Let's go for some early Taunt. Out of these three, I'm going to say that Spellbreaker has its uses, but I'm not particularly a fan, but I'm going to pick Shadow Bolt because I like it. Out of them three choices, it's going to be more versatile, I think. Out of these three choices, Flesh Eating Ghoul sounds like a lot of fun potentially. Drain Life's helpful, and so Shadow Bolt. I'm going to take Flesh Eating Ghoul. I've always been a fan of it. Out of these three, I'm going to pick Haunted Creeper because it's going to give us some. Quite a few creatures out of one card, and it's going to be great in combination with Flesh Eating Ghoul. Out of these three picks, it's tough because I don't want to pick Ancient Watcher because in case I don't get silence. Light Warden, I'm unlikely to heal, so I'm going to pick Murloc Tide Hunter just because it's a stable 1/2 for 1, which is kind of good value. Blood Imp. I'm then going to pick, out of these three choices, I'm tempted to say Archmage, maybe, but we haven't got how much spells going for us at the minute. I don't know if draw power is an issue right now, but Abusive Sergeant might be just the thing we need. Out of these three choices, Raging Morgan hasn't really got any synergy going for it at the minute. Power Overwhelming could have some use, I mean definitely with Void Caller, but Demon Fires could be a very, I'd say it's the most versatile out of them three choices. Out of these three, Amani Berserker is quite a good value card here. Nerubar Weblord's good, but because I don't know what my opponent's playing, it kind of makes things a bit tricky. I don't know how much. I think I only have that as a battle cry. Yeah, I think that's the only. Oh yeah, and Dread Infernal. I'm going to pick Amani Berserker because it's a solid 2. Out of these three choices, definitely Hellfire because I could do with some board wiping. Let's pick. I'm tempted to say Murloc Raider because it will be combo with Murloc Tidecaller. But at the minute we could do with some, not necessarily draw, but just solid cards. Out of these three, I'm tempted to say Succubus. I'm going to go with Acolyte, I think. Ascension, definitely. Try and strengthen our set. Mortal Coil. Argent Commander definitely. Could do some 5s to kind of round it off. Go with a Drain Life. I'm going to go with Razor Pen. Does Undertake have much Death Rattle synergy? I don't think it does. Not really. I'm tempted to say Spectral Knight here, but I will go Undertaker and try and get a lot of Death Rattle going. I've kind of like gone with all sorts of different stuff here, which is kind of interesting. Go with another 6. Second Undertaker. Nerubian Egg. And round it off with an Azure Blade. I don't think this deck will do too well. I imagine I might be able to get a 6 out of it, maybe a little more, but I can't see it doing incredibly well, but we'll see what we're against. So let's go for a first game with it and see how well it does. We might just get absolutely trampled. That wouldn't be the greatest, I'll be honest. See what happens. Here we go. Here's the opponent. And our starting hand is
versus Luther. I will fight with honor. Your soul shall be mine.
We're going to want to scrap our whole hand, I'd say, and try and get some low ones, because we've got a lot of them. So I'd say if we can get an advantage in the early game, that's going to be where we're going to have the most success. Type colour's alright, obviously it doesn't have any synergy with anything, so we can just throw it out. And he might even be tempted to just take it out immediately, just in case he thinks that I do have a Murlocs centered deck. We'll just greet him.
I greet you.
See what he's planning on doing. Nothing, and he just wants to keep spamming emotes at me. That's fine. In the meantime, I'll just go with Murloc Tightcaller and see if he will just try and take it out. So he just goes for the Reinforce. That's fine. I'm tempted to go Mortal Coil, but I think I'll draw and take him out. See what he does. He seems to be really fond of his emotes. Raging Morgan, okay. We can take it out, I think. Seems smart to me. Could do with them Undertakers actually, because we've got a lot of the Death Rattle based stuff in our hands. Right now, he's seeming to be quite conservative with his cards, so I'm worried about how much sort of high-level stuff he has. So if his deck's just full of it, then I could be in trouble. I think we'll go with Taunt's Draw. We're now up to 9 cards, so we don't really want to do too much more drawing.
Reporting for duty.
He's now going for a 1/1, and he's Secret, which could be Avenge. If it's Avenge, I'll just be going ballistic. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, I'm up to 9 now. I'm just bad at math, maybe. Yeah, definitely 9. I'm gonna go with. I'm worried it might be a Repentance actually. I don't really want to take something out when he gets that bonus going. I think we have to go for the Haunted Creeper play. It's the best play I've got, I think.
Don't mess with us.
So he hasn't got Repentant, so it's likely to be Avenge. Tough one.
What we do.
Ooh. Quite an interesting play there from him. Flesh Eating and Nerubian Egg sounds like a really clever play here, but maybe I'm wrong.
Well played.
I just want him to hit this, so he's not losing any. That's annoying. Well, we can make him lose one, I suppose. And he's kind of forced to try and deal with what I've got. If he's got something that can take out my 10-1, then that'll be annoying without obviously hitting it.
Well played.
I'm hoping I can get a preferential trade here somehow. So far I think it's been in his advantage. And that's annoying. So he's left me with a 4-4. So that's kind of in my favour, unless... Oh, it's true, so what? I'm getting absolutely wrecked this game. And I wonder if it's just because I had a bad draft. Or whether I just... Out of my choices, I just picked bad. I'll just go for the sword break. Let him just hit into, I suppose. I could have gone with Razor Fen, I suppose, or my Acolyte. Every time I think I'm just starting to get the momentum going, it just totally goes back in his favour.
That was a mistake.
So we're going to go with Frost Elemental. And we shall draw.
Well played.
I'm tempted to coin Blood Imp. No, I think we won't. See if we'll regret it. No doubt we might. Got a Feng Creeper.
Silver Moon shall not fall.
Could do with that with a +1 attack. That'd be great. Huh. So I suppose all we can really do here is this, and we can't really stop the 11 damage, which is annoying. It's a shame I couldn't get but spell power still. That would have been great, because at least I'd have been able to take out that. It's not really in our favour right now. I'm just going to throw more minions down. I think this is definitely in his favour though. I think we've lost this. Can't see us doing well here. Oh no, an Avenging Wrath, damn it. It's as if he didn't have enough advantages going.
Well played.
Oh. God's sake. That game was horrendous. Better do better next game. Make up for the fact that I've just like absolutely failed. I don't know, I think partly it could be put down to the fact that it was a bad draft, but I don't know. Maybe he just had the right counters, who knows.
Gul'dan versus Valera.
Watch your
We're obviously going to want to scrap this hand. It's a bit better, it's not great. We're not getting them early advantage cards, which is kind of annoying. Problem is, because I didn't like draft a lot of early advantage stuff, I kind of had to go for a mid-game Warlock. I just think it just isn't a great choice for Warlock. I was thinking that's coin, it's lucky I didn't use it. I just want to draw there.
thank you.
Obviously he's not going to be able to get anything from his mad scientist, which is good. I think we'll just go for Razor Fen.
Don't mess.
I don't really want to waste my Demon Fire on the Mad Scientist. It might get him a bit of damage going, which is nice for him, but I'm okay with how it's going right now. And he goes for a 4/4. I'm trying to think of an easy way to take out that 4/4.
Suck steel, swine.
Mistakes were made.
Going to Court Master maybe? Let's do that.
Speak to me.
Give him some magnets to want to hit. It would have been nice to give that 2-1 the life, but you know, that's the way of things. So he's gone against the idea of, unless he can he coin here? I'm not sure if he's used his coin. I don't think he has, so he could potentially want to coin. Ooh. Choices.
Steel, swine.
Hopefully we'll draw until 1. Even though it's normally used as a reactant, at least it can mean that Blood Imp gets some value there. Probably wanting to go for Senjin next turn. We got an instant way to take down his Yeti. I don't think we have. Nope, not right now.
Tazdingo! Yes!
And we could hit him now. Then he might just decide to do something different. There. We've got some different possibilities for next turn now. See how he deals with my engine. He might have a sap or an assassinate, that's possible. If he just hit into it, maybe has, say, a shield or something, fair enough, but... Oh, an eviscerate. So that's how he's planning on taking it out then. That seems pretty viable there. Probably want to go for my grunt next turn.
Truth is my shield.
Ooh, it's a tricky one to want to deal with. Not quite sure I want to deal with that. I could play that, but that wouldn't really do much. I think that's the only way I can really do anything about it. Hit into it and play some minions, I think.
What do you want?
There. That's not a bad way of doing things. I could have opted to bring it back to my hand with Youthful Brewmaster, but
Someone called the doctor.
I just felt that having it as a presence on the field was useful right now. So we're having a battle for board control right now. I was really hesitant to want to play that because Blood Imp could be a big factor in this game. Of course, it wouldn't have done anything immediately to benefit me, so that's why I didn't go for it. Is he going to take out an Undertaker, maybe? I imagine he probably will be. In which case, it makes a lot of sense to go for Dread Infernal now. And Flesh Eating Ghoul would be a great card to play after, to get some bonuses from that. Then we can then take out this 2-1 with our 1-1 and gain an extra 2. So we've got an 8-2, a 6-6 and 2 1-1s. That's a good place to be, I would say. Equally, you might have a way of taking out, maybe an eviscerate or something, but even then, that's kind of just a distraction for the fact that I have got a 6-6 besides it. And it seems he has no way of taking it out, so it will give me an easy trade for his Ogre.
I get
There we go!
well played.
Now up to 1-1. That's what we want to see. Maybe we just had a rocky start. Maybe it will all turn around for us. Let's hope so. Who will be our next opponent? Who knows?
Gul'dan versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
Your soul shall be mine.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that I particularly want. I'll keep it 2, just so it gives us a play, in case we don't get a particularly good hand. Got some options, could have been better. Still no 1s though. I love that they always turn up like last minute. Let's see if he has a frostbolt. It probably would have been smarter to play that there, but we'll see. See what he has, okay. So he has nothing. Which now means we can follow up into a grunt.
What you want me to?
That's pretty good, I'd say. Is he just going to ping into that? Because right now he's not able to do anything. I'm just going to want to keep advancing my board forward. Do we want to make his last turn useless? Not really. I'm not that worried about 2-1, considering what my hand currently consists of. A lot of battle cries I could take advantage of instead. Okay. Ooh, interesting. But I think I'd rather have the Cult Master. Then I get a bonus from him having to trade off. We're in a good position right now, I'd say. Is he literally just sitting on flame strikes or something?
Shall not fall.
What shall we do here? Why not trade and get 2 cards out of it? Hit into him, gain some more, and play Blooding and Undertaker. And hopefully boost him. Yeah, cool. He's going to be desperate to want a Flame Strike, I would say, if he's got one. He'll be the time he'll play it. Or has he got a Blizzard? Interesting for sure.
What to do?
Weren't expecting that, I'll be honest. It's okay though, because we'll put that in its spot. Oh, it'd have been really nice to make him a 5/5, because that would have made Flame Strike really useless. As it stands, it will leave me with a 5/1.
Are you ready for this?
Oh, he hasn't got one. Great. So let's see. 5. Let's see if we can play this as well as possible. We want to play that.
Get in there,
We want to
fight,
play
maggot!
that. We want to play that.
Drink with me, friend.
I don't know how close we are getting to game. I think we're 1
Get in
off.
there, fight, maggot!
Oh, goody.
Can we use it on our own minions? Because that will give us game. Awesome. I wasn't sure if I could use it on my stealth minion. Luckily we could. I could have done it on Abusive Sergeant actually. So I could have still done it. That took some thinking. I could have potentially missed lethal if I'd have just gone full steam ahead.
Gul'dan versus Jaina.
So we're now
You
2-1.
asked for it.
We won that last
Your
one
soul
quite
shall be
convincingly, I would say.
mine.
But maybe that's just me. Got a nice start this game, which is nice to see. Got some nice frostbolt bait. See what we're drawing to. See what he does about that.
Hello.
Let's greet him
You.
and play our grunt. What's his play this turn? Just pinging? Okay. I'm fine with that. Because then I can expand my board further.
Don't mess.
Time for killing.
Job done.
Now it's really starting to get out of control for him.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocation.
Could have been a lot worse, I'll be honest. What's the best way of doing this?
Sucks.
Do I just want to do some trading here?
Sucks.
Nah, why not?
Time for killing.
I suppose it's okay that we do that. And we will
Drink with me, friend.
throw out Brewmaster to get back. Oh, Razor Pen. I think that was the best way of doing things. Obviously, I could have just ignored the trade altogether, but I didn't want him to have a choice of how to trade.
Challenge accepted.
I just want to get rid of that as quick as possible. Hanging on 10 Undertaker still has been really useful. Might have a... It might be a bit of a surprise for him. Shading Max Ramos. And here's his Frostbolt. Shame I haven't got a way of dealing another damage, really. I don't know if I can freeze that, because it's stealth. Do I draw and see what I get? Something what is now useless. Wow.
Do I have to?
Let's do that then. And he becomes a 3/3. Oh, it's not. Oh, that's a great card. Problem is, it would leave me with nothing to play, so I'm going to just freeze him and throw something. Even though it allows him to get. He could potentially have a way of dealing with mine. He might have a fireball. Outside of that, I might be alright to take out a shade. We'll see though. It might have just been that I kind of misplayed earlier, but I don't think I did. Oh wow! Frostbolt. It's gonna be a real thing. My only real play here is to try and keep me in the game. At least it gives him some targets, I suppose. However, if he had a flame strike, that'd pretty much wipe me out. See how it goes.
What to do? What to do?
The frost wolves stand ready.
Oh crap, he's just got just a bunch of really tough minions. Right now, my plays are...
Let the pain speak to me.
I was tempted to take out his 8-8, but... I just thought that it's probably the best play right now to do it this way. And if he has just 1 damage, he wins. Has he got 1 damage?
Squire, attend me.
Ready, sir.
Just get to kill myself with my dreading blow. That'll be nice.
Victory!
See if I'll have drawn into anything good. It's Illidan. Well, it's been useless so far. I don't know, I've not seen him given much play, to be honest, and I'd like to find a way to use it well.